first.
I don't mind at all, honestly. You do what you like. Go on, play all you
Come on, leave your fluffies and have a look at these.
OK. Oh, Nelly, look at this. Oh, look, he doesn't want to leave me. What is this?
Right, now these, they're not dead and they haven't been run over by a steamroller.
They look like they've been run over. Look at this thing.
Yeah, a healthy Suriname toad, for that's what these are, look like the worst...
What is that?
Flattened corpse. It's a Suriname toad. They're actually a totally aquatic tongueless toad or tongueless frog.
Have they any bones in them or anything?
Yeah, they're just very flattened. They are the most bizarre-looking creatures. I love them because they're...
The way they have their babies.
Yeah, well, that's... I was just going to... The first thing is the toes. Just look at the toes, right? They've got little stars on the end of the toes, which they use for sort of rummaging around in the mud with, and they're very sensitive, and they can just find little worms and invertebrates, little creepy crawlies in the water. And they're fantastic. And they make a very... whereas most frogs will croak to attract a mate, these guys make a ticking noise. They're very, very bizarre. I've actually got a few at home, and they do make this most bizarre little noise late at night, usually. And they don't have a tongue either, so that's another weird thing. Their eyes look like they've been put in the wrong places. But what's the weirdest thing about it? This is the lady, this is the male down here. When they're doing a mating dance, they swim circles around each other. It's quite familiar, really. They do this, and the male fertilises the eggs, and the eggs are in free fall, and they drop and start sinking through the water column. The female goes underneath them, catches them on the back, and they stick. Then they sink into the skin, and whereas most frogs will have a tadpole, these guys... Their tadpole lives inside a little bubble on her back, and then when they're little froglets, she just bursts, and like 10 or 15 of these little frogs swim through.
I've never seen anything like them.
They are absolutely stunning, and that's the one I really wanted to show you, because you've sort of seen the others, really. And this is something, they're actually there, they're very, I say they're common, they're as common as...
Yeah, but you can't cuddle that, can you, like a raccoon?
You can!
No. Can't have that on my shoulder, can I? What are those great big frogs that blow themselves up? We saw them in Australia, in the danger.
Oh, there's...
Cane toads.
Cane toads, yeah. Well, actually, they're native to the Amazon, interesting enough. They're frogs, toads you will see bouncing around in the forest floor. It's when you take an animal like that and out of context and release it in the wrong country when you've got no natural enemies. And that's kind of a bit of South America that's been introduced to Australia and gone totally mad. And that's bad news.
What's that?
Well, yeah, it's a bit of an icon of the American tropics. This is a blue and gold macaw. It's called... it's a he, isn't it? It's canoe.
It's a boy.
It's a boy. And I'm not going to get anywhere near that.
Why?
Well, because it's got a big beak on it. And parrots, he's 21 years old, which is plenty of time to develop all sorts of those antisocial qualities. My parrot was bad enough. I saw last week. These are a totally different ballgame, but they are fantastic. That beak is the most awesome bit of hardware. They use it to crack open seeds and nuts and tackle like hard palm fruits. But it's the tongue that's really clever. You know, some ladies can tie a cherry stalk in a knot just by putting it in the mouth.
I don't know what kind of women you're hanging around with. None of the ones I know, Nelly.
Well, that's nothing about what these can do. They can kind of totally unpeel a fruit and just with their tongue. It's absolutely amazing birds. But
and they're very romantic, aren't they, these creatures?
They pair for life. And, so, I mean, this is one of the commoner macaws. I think there's 16 or 17 species of macaw in the world. But some of the macaws are some of the rarest animals on Earth just because, I mean, some of them are actually extinct in the wild now because of their feathers.
I'm so tempted to put me up, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Now, this beauty down here.
Over here, right. This is
just... Look at this.
This is a red-footed... This is a red-footed tortoise.
Oh, yeah.
Now, she's called a red-footed tortoise because she's got... Well, they're not particularly red feet, but see these scales on the feet? She's got these bright red scales. They're very, very beautiful, and some individuals are very red indeed. And they've got these lovely little spots on the head there. And these we found in a variety of habitats, from the grasslands in between the forest to the actual, the dry forest as well. And they are absolutely fun. Yeah, these always got big active tear ducts. Yeah,
lovely face, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But they are fantastic animals, and they've got a weird.
No, there's the music. We've finished. We're out of time.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Nick, as always, thanks very much. And don't forget, there's loads more information on our website. Let's hear it for Nick. Come on, please. And a big thank you to my guests, the fabulous Nelly Furtado. Nelly. To Olivia Newton-John. Come on, Olivia. I've got this urge now to go to Australia. Seriously. Yeah. And don't forget, come on, let's hear it of Olivia's husband, Amazon John. Thanks, John. And Nick Baker. Tomorrow, I've got an exclusive interview with LaToya Jackson. We've got Johnny Vegas and internet sensation Lauren Luke. So I'll see you at 5 on 4. Have a lovely night. Take it easy.